Here with another Kansas golf preview with head coach Jamie Bermel. Coach Bermel, 28th Annual Louisiana Classics up next for the Jayhawks. Talk about progress and what's been going on this week in preparation for this tournament.
You know, real happy for Stan from last week. Played good. Chris played pretty well. And then we kind of were hit and miss with the last three. So been working on a lot of short game stuff. You know, this tournament has a little different grass than what we're used to. So we're getting down there and actually playing a little bit on Saturday and practice around on Sunday. So I think that extra time will help us get used to the grass, Bermuda grass that we don't typically putt on very often. So, but a lot of tradition in this event. It's they're actually videotaping or carrying it live, a couple holes, which is kind of different and exciting for college golf.
Very nice. 5 guys going, Dylan, Alex, Chris, Stan, and Jackson. You talk about that 5 and what you've seen from them that you like.
You know, that's the 5 that kind of ended the season last year down in New Mexico State. Kind of switched it up a little bit at the Classic Club. Now we're going back to that lineup. Obviously, Alex and Chris are seniors, so give us a little stability on that end. Dylan played there last year. So we're going into the event with only 2 new faces on that golf course, which I think when you get that type of grass, the more you play it, the easier the golf course is, and you kind of know the nuances and the breaks and whatnot. So somewhat experienced team from last year, so hopefully that will help us in the end.
Hey, you've kind of touched on this a little bit, but this is not a new course for the Jayhawks, maybe a new course for you. Does that help a little bit? Is that an advantage that you can take in, knowing that these guys have been on the course and played it before?
No question. You know, it's not like a basketball court, same regulation, or football field's 100 yards. Every course you go to is a little different. The more you play it, the more experience you get on it. You know, several of these golf courses are somewhat new to me because I was out west more than in the Midwest. So a little different, but I've heard nothing but good things about this course. And you know, I think it's a small town atmosphere, so I think a lot of the locals get behind it. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there watching, which will be different for college golf. But I'm excited about it to see what this course is about because I've heard a lot of great things about it.
The field is, I guess, a lot different than last week's field. Is that neat to judge yourself against some other teams? You get a whole new slate of teams to compare.
Sure, you're playing against different teams, teams we typically don't see during the year. So, you know, you can compare yourself to the Southern teams or a few Midwest teams, but it's good. I like playing against as many different teams as we can. Kind of helps you stack up against all the teams, not just a certain area of teams in the country.
And finally, you touched on Stan a little bit in the Open, but talk about his game and what you saw from him last week. Was it a mental adjustment? Was it a short game? What helped Stan contribute like he did?
You know, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. And quite honestly, I think a big part of it is the work he did in the weight room. He's a little stronger than he was in the fall. Hits the ball, 8 to 10 yards farther. His consistency is a little better, and I think his frame of mind is much better. He's more comfortable now. He didn't finish the way he wanted to, or we thought he would, but still a good start to the tournament. He didn't have too many good finishes last fall. It was okay, but nothing like he finished in Palm Desert. So I'm thinking he'll build on that, give himself a little more confidence. It just seems like he has a lot more confidence in his game, and I think it'll carry over into the tournaments as well.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you at the 28th Annual Louisiana Classics at the Oakbourne Country Club in Lafayette, Louisiana, March 4th and 5th.
Thank you.